Picture this: $2 billion in pure gold, silver, and raw emeralds sitting right off the coast of Florida, just waiting for someone to grab it. Sounds like a movie, right? But this is 100% real history. In the summer of 1715, a massive fleet of 11 Spanish ships, loaded to the brim with the stolen wealth of the Americas, set sail for Spain. This wasn't just a regular cargo run, this was the lifeblood of an empire. But they made one fatal mistake. They delayed the launch for months just to wait for a special shipment of royal jewels. By the time they finally hit the open ocean, they sailed straight into the deadliest trap nature could throw at them. The captains knew the risks, the crew was terrified, but greed won. And that single choice triggered the greatest underwater disaster the world has ever seen, leaving a trail of wealth and ghost stories that still haunt the Atlantic today. To understand why they took such an insane risk, you have to look at what was packed inside those hulls. Spain was basically bankrupt, and this single fleet was supposed to bail out the entire empire. We are talking about thousands of heavy chests overflowing with silver coins, literal bars of solid gold, and chests of raw, uncut emeralds mined from deep inside Colombia. But the absolute crown jewel of the entire manifest was a legendary, priceless collection of personal jewelry meant for the new Queen of Spain. This included earrings, necklaces, and a gold rosary so intricately crafted that it was considered a literal work of art. The value was so astronomical that the Spanish crown placed elite soldiers on every single ship to guard the cargo. Every inch of available space was crammed with wealth. It was so heavy that the ships were sitting dangerously low in the water before they even left the harbor. They were literally sailing gold mines and prime targets for disaster. For the first few days, everything seemed perfect. The weather was completely calm, the sky was blue clear, and the fleet was making great time along the Florida coast. But out in the Atlantic, a literal monster was waking up. This was late July, peak hurricane season, and back in 1715, they didn't have satellites or weather radar to warn them. The first sign of trouble was a sudden, eerie drop in the wind. The ocean became as flat as a sheet of glass, and the heat was absolutely suffocating. The older, experienced sailors knew exactly what this meant. A massive storm was closing in, and they were sitting ducks. By the time the captains realized they needed to turn around and head for safe harbor, it was already too late. The sky turned an unnatural pitch black. The wind began to scream through the rigging, and massive 40-foot waves started crashing over the wooden decks. There was no escape. They were completely trapped in open water, with $2 billion in gold weighing them down. Around midnight, the hurricane hit with full force, and it absolutely pulverized the fleet. The wind was so violent, it was literally snapping massive wooden masts like toothpicks. In the absolute pitch-black darkness, blinded by driving rain, the ships completely lost formation. They were driven straight toward the jagged, razor-sharp coral reefs of Florida's Treasure Coast. One by one, the hulls smashed open with sickening crunches. Waves pulled men and heavy cannon into the abyss, while thousands of heavy chests split apart, dumping millions in gold directly into the sand and surf. Over 1,000 sailors drowned in a matter of hours. By morning, the once mighty Spanish presence in the Atlantic was reduced to shattered wood lining the beaches. Out of 11 majestic ships, 10 were completely wiped out, instantly turning the shallow coastal waters into the richest underwater graveyard on Earth. But amidst all that horrific destruction, the biggest mystery of the 1715 fleet was born. While 10 ships were smashed onto the reefs, crown jewel of the fleet, the San Miguel, vanished into thin air. The San Miguel wasn't just any ship. It was a fast, heavily armed frigate packed with the absolute richest, most consolidated part of the treasure, including those legendary royal jewels meant for the Queen. Witnesses reported that right before the hurricane pushed the rest of the fleet toward the shallow coast, the captain of the San Miguel made a desperate, high-stakes run for deeper, open water to escape the reefs. And it worked. The ship completely outran the rest of the fleet. But it never arrived anywhere. No debris was ever found on the beaches, no survivors ever crawled ashore. It literally became a ghost ship, swallowed by the ocean along with $1 billion fortune, leaving treasure hunters guessing its final resting place for over 3 centuries.
Fast forward to today, and the hunt for the 1715 fleet has turned into a multi-million-dollar high-tech obsession. Modern salvagers using side-scan sonar, magnetometers, and deep-sea drones have actually located several of the wreckage sites along Florida's coast, and what they've found is mind-blowing. Divers have pulled up thousands of gold coins, priceless silver bars, and flawless emerald rings right out of the shallow sand, sometimes just feet from public beaches. Millions of dollars are discovered every few years. But despite all our cutting-edge modern technology, the San Miguel, the richest ship containing the Queen's royal jewels, remains completely hidden. It's like a real-life video game map where the ultimate boss chest is still locked somewhere in the deep blue ocean. Experts believe it's sitting out there in deeper water, completely buried under centuries of shifting sand, waiting for the right explorer to stumble upon it.
The tragedy of the 1715 treasure fleet is a stark reminder of what happens when human greed collides with the unstoppable fury of nature. 11 ships sailed out to save an empire, but instead they rewrote maritime history and left behind a multi-billion-dollar riddle that may never be fully solved. The gold is still out there, shifting with the tides, guarded by the ocean itself. If you love deep-sea mysteries and lost history, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a comment with your thoughts on where the San Miguel is hiding, and join our crew here at Neutrix Vision. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.